Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom Kuntu from Shanghai back for another Eurovision reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Mahmood and Blanco singing Brividi. They've just won Sanremo and they've accepted the invitation to represent Italy in Eurovision 2022. I'm going to listen and react and see how I think this could do in Eurovision. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip straight to my reaction. But first of all, let's give an intro to the song as well as Italy in Eurovision. Italy came back to the competition in 2011, and in those 10 editions they've been in the top 10 8 times, which is pretty spectacular, and they've been in the top 3, actually the top 2 3 times, a win and 2 second places. I absolutely love them in the competition. I'm always very open about that. Although I don't always love all the music in the national final, I think it's very high quality and they do tend to bring the best artists from lots of different genres. There's a lot of the music that I don't particularly vibe with, but I just like the concept of a final where you have kind of the best music in the country coming together. And this year is very long. I have to admit I don't watch it. It's 5, 6, 7 hours each night. This year I felt the result was quite obvious who was going to win. It was going to be Mahmood. I have actually done a reaction to a song before I reacted to the music video. The context of that is really important though, because I came into that reaction having loved Soldi. It was my number 2 song of the whole 2019 season. I'm a massive fan of him. On top of that, Soldi was kind of placed like 8th, 9th, 10th in the rankings and then was the surprise winner. Whereas this song was already number 1 and everyone was already going on about how this could win Eurovision. So when you add those expectations into me also thinking that I was going to have a song I loved as much as Soldi, which I have to emphasize was really one of my songs the whole of that entire year, I got really excited, and I think my expectations possibly dampened my reaction to it. It's a very pretty song, but I didn't vibe with it to the same extent that everyone else was. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to the national final and I'm hoping that I'll see something a little bit different. I don't think I'm going to have like a total another epiphany, but I do imagine that my view on it will possibly change a little bit. It is interesting that the song has been in my head a lot. That Brividi bit that Mahmood sings is very catchy, but I want to listen out for elements of it and what staging choices they've gone for and fashion choices, and I want to see their interactions as well. I'm starting to think, how can they present this on the Eurovision stage, and is this really something that could win, or are people just maybe getting a little bit hyped a bit too early, keeping in mind that we have like literally almost no other songs. Like, how can you say you've won when you don't even know what you're competing against? I put up a poll on my channel asking if I should react to night 1, 3 or 5, but only night 1 is available, so I have to react to that one. I'm sorry about that. I thought that night 3 and 5 would be available, but they aren't. I also don't know what format it's going to be. I'm going to try and put the video here. It is almost definitely going to get blocked. I will probably have to chop it up, but I'll try and minimize that as much as possible. So this is Mahmood and Blanco singing Brividi, which means chills. It's their night 1 performance. Want to know my secret bang? I love that little picture of them, the way they're looking at each other. They're looking at like, they got a little bit of bromance going on. It has got a very impactful beginning. Mahmood's vocals are absolutely delicately sublime. Like, he will sing this perfectly. And there's a lot of passion in his voice. Be interesting to see what decision they're going to make about translation. I imagine it's going to stay all in Italian. It's spectacular. That's a flawless performance. It really is. That's a really good transition of the song onto the stage. Like, Mahmood's vocal is just, it's really solid, because even when it's not perfect, it feels there's a vulnerability in the imperfections, and it doesn't have to be flawless. It's very real and competent. It's not like missing a note. It sounds like a planned imperfection, if that makes sense. So he's just got a real super high star quality. Blanco's great as well. You know, obviously I know Mahmood more, but Blanco definitely holds his own. I like that he gets his own little part where he kind of gets, it's not a rap, it's more slightly spoken word bit, whereas Mahmood gets the Brividi high notes. So they both get their moment to shine. It does feel like it's a kind of like equal, it does feel like it's teamwork as opposed to someone who's more dominated in the limelight. They seem really comfortable with each other. I really like their relationship. I believe Blanco's straight, and obviously we know that Mahmood is gay, so I love this like bromance that they've got. And yeah, it's just nice to see this, like, a male duet is really unusual. We did see that actually with Fabrizio Moro and Normal Meta, which I absolutely really loved as well. So it's something new, because really, how many male duets do we actually see at Eurovision? It's super rare. This looks natural. It doesn't look forced at all. It's comfortable. They gel together. They move around the stage together as well. Now, let's talk about the inevitable thing, which is about the song. First of all, I've seen a lot of people who are really, 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 really hyped about this. They're getting goosebumps. They're getting chills. They think this is going to be Italy winning 2 in a row. I undeniably can see the quality in this. It is, I'm not going to argue for a second that this isn't beautifully written. It's a very beautiful and pretty song, sung by 2 very good artists who've got great chemistry together. That is all facts. I'm still not personally getting the magic. I think it's a great song. I love the Brividi. Like I said, it's been stuck in my head, and I haven't downloaded it. Like that's a key indicator for me, is that when I really love a song, like, I have to have this song, I will download it immediately. I haven't downloaded this. I will download it immediately, but I don't think it's going to be something that I play to death. I'm not feeling the magic that other people are feeling, but I can see why they're feeling the magic. So I'm not begrudging them. I'm jealous. I wish I felt the magic. I would love to like be absolutely in love with this and have goosebumps. I want to feel that with all types of music, but it doesn't always happen that way. You know that in 2020, Répondez-moi for Switzerland was my absolute favorite song and was really, really moving and touching to me. And I saw other people reacting to it and they thought, oh, this is boring. Different people react to things in different ways. Yeah, some people, this is just absolute masterpiece to them. And I think it's gorgeous and elegant, so I can see it, but that's not how I feel about it. In terms of this conversation about can this win Eurovision, it is so early. We literally have like 5 or 6 songs, and really the songs that we have now are very, very weak. We have had none of the internal selections, which do often tend to be some of the stronger songs. National broadcasters receiving songs that are so good that they kind of bypass the national final. We haven't had anything like that. We do have some decent songs in national finals as well. I have one song in particular I think could actually compete with this. I'm not going to say because I'll get so much slack if I say it, but you know, it involves bananas. It's very early in the day. Look, it's difficult for me to say because I feel like this type of music is going more into the mainstream. This reminds me a little bit of Coldplay, a little bit of Zayn Malik. It's the type of music that I do think is very successful and has a broad appeal. And that was similar to Måneskin last year. You know, last year Måneskin, I love them. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. I personally wasn't mad on the song. I did download in the end. I listened to it maybe 15, 20 times. It didn't make it into my top 10. I still love them winning and I absolutely adore them as a group and people. But again, it's just not that gelling and that type of music that I usually love. And so, yeah, it was the same thing. I was kind of jealous of people who went absolutely insane over Måneskin, and I thought they were very deserving winners. This could be a similar situation. I do find it harder to give my opinion when it gets into this more mainstream type music. At the end of the day, I'm a Eurovision reactor, I'm a Eurovision reviewer, and I do skew more towards those Eurovision songs. That's just me and the nature of my taste. Having said that, I love that this song is going. It's going to be something different. It's going to inspire artists who want to write music like this from other countries to say this is viable. This is an absolute guaranteed top 10. I'm not denying that for a millisecond. It's definitely top 10. To say that it can win yet, it's way too early. We need to see who else is there. Italy always has an uphill struggle because they only get to perform once. That Brividi is very earwormy. I do think it's going to be catchy. Also, I have noticed in their final performance they're wearing very striking clothes. Blanco's wearing a sheer white top and Mahmood had almost like a kilt dress on. The fashion is going to be really big as well, and that was big for Måneskin, and that their fashion was like so attention grabbing. You know, Damiano had that, like, you could see a lot of him and he was wearing that kind of wine-colored leather. Their styling was so bam in your face that it was like, on top of the music, it just woke everybody up. And I think that they're going to have to do that again, and they will do that again. Italy being in the competition is fantastic because it makes the other 4 members of the Big Five have no excuses. France, Spain, UK, Germany consistently don't deliver, and they like blame it on all these things, while Italy are in the same situation. They always deliver top 10. So Italy being in the competition is absolutely vital. This is another top 10 finish. Obviously top 5 and winning is a possibility. I think it's very, very early. I hope I end up liking this, but I don't think I'll ever love it to the same extent that a lot of other people do. And that makes me sad. Sad face. Okay, so that is what I think about the live performance of Brividi by Mahmood and Blanco. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye. Italy came back in 1990. No, they didn't. I'll just do it one more time.